Hello, apa kabar? 大家好. I'm here on top of an active volcano in Bandung, Indonesia, after just having ridden the brand new China-built high-speed railway from Jakarta to here. But what has it all got to do with volcanoes? Keep watching to find out. I'm Andy Boreham here in Indonesia. This is a special edition of Reports on China.
This is Indonesia, the world's largest island country, covering an area of roughly 1.9 million square kilometres. It's made up of more than 17,000 islands. With a population of 278 million, it's the fourth most populated country in the world. Today we're heading to Jakarta, the country's capital, which is located on Indonesia's most populated island, Java, to check out their brand new high-speed train, the only one in Southeast Asia, and with a top speed of 350 kilometers per hour, the fastest in the Southern Hemisphere. But first, let's do some sightseeing.
Okay, I'm here in Jakarta, which is the capital of Indonesia. It's about a 6-hour flight from Shanghai. The first place I've come though is to Ragunan Zoo to see a really special animal, and it's one that you can only find here in Indonesia. Let's go find it.
The animal we're looking for has a fierce reputation, a stealthy killer who inspired the original King Kong movie. This is the Komodo dragon, an endangered species that is the pride and joy of the people of Indonesia. This specimen is tiny compared to how big they can get, growing up to a massive 3 meters in length. Jakarta, with a population of nearly 11 million, is the economic, cultural and political centre of Indonesia. One of the biggest problems facing this massive metropolis is its terrible traffic, which can mean locals are stuck for hours every day in their cars or on their motorbikes. And that is one of the main reasons the local government was open to the idea of a high-speed railway, which China ultimately built as part of its Belt and Road Initiative. Some quick facts. The new train, called Whoosh, covers the 140-kilometre distance between Jakarta and Bandung in about 40 minutes, which is technically significantly faster than driving or other transport methods. The project cost a little over US $7 billion, and commercial operation began on October 2nd, 2023. The project is seen as a way to strengthen ties between the two countries, who have had some periods of rocky relations in the past, to put it mildly. Chinese and Indonesians have been working together for centuries, ever since the first Chinese arrived at least as early as the 13th century. But it hasn't always been smooth sailing. Thousands of Chinese businesses have been vandalized or destroyed, discriminatory laws have been passed, and thousands have been attacked or killed just for looking Chinese. To find out more, I've come to Jakarta's Chinatown to meet Mr. Tian, a key figure here and the owner of a store that was opened way back in 1935 by his then 18-year-old father.
没有啦，反正差不多他就是做厨房的东西。
哦，需要什么都有。
但是就是有的时候我们也在
Chinatown has been here for hundreds of years, he told me.
写历史的老师呢跟我讲了，我们唐人街600年前跟以前的王朝都是在这一带是建商业的中心啊。
Mr. Tian was born right in this store in 1948 and remembers some pretty tough times for Chinese Indonesians.
我们的身体是英里的土地，测英里的粮食，喝英里的水。我爸爸是中国来的嘛，但是呢，本身呢，我这是土生土长的英里华人。我们的中文教育从1965年。 已经是断根了，有的人呢连名字都不可以了，不可以有中文名字，讲当时65年讲华文了，就要打。
He's trying his best to help locals remember their Chinese roots and learn more about Chinese history and culture, but he feels it's an uphill battle.
我们有的时候有一点伤感了，就是为什么呢？我们的印尼有这么多的华人，为什么我们的中国文化教育断层呢？现在呢，我们就是我的一个希望呢。希望我的子孙下一代人还能够学一点中国文化，这个是我的希望。
I'm hoping the new high-speed railway and the connections it creates will help out a bit. This salon is another institution here in Jakarta's Chinatown. So before I head off, I thought I'd stop in for a bit of a treat, using traditional Chinese methods from thousands of years ago.
你今年多大？
你看我多大了
40岁。
40不敢当，
我不知道。
谢谢你啊。
有可能60几岁吗？
我28岁啊，你懂吗
？28岁。
还回来啊。
所以是82岁了。
对了，你讲得很好。
你很健康，还工作。
差不多。
挺好的。
差不多。
If you haven't had a Chinese ear cleaning before, I highly recommend it. I've just received a call from Gorlei, head of the Jakarta to Bandung HSR Design Department. Now I'm rushing out to the city's new high-speed railway station so we can have a chat. It's now that I'm really experiencing Jakarta's infamously bad traffic. It can take up to an hour just to get to the station, which is located way out in East Jakarta. And here it is, Halim Station. Before we sit down for a chat, Mr. Gore has offered to take me for a quick tour.
有全新的感觉，是什么？
The service has not opened to the public yet, so it's a great time to take a sneak peek.
对，现在还没有开始运营
啊，对。那郭老师，我想问一下，你住在印尼多久了？
有1年半了。
1年半了，
对，
已经习惯了吗？
习惯了。
行。那你的家庭，你老婆在这里吗？
不在。她在国内呢。
那你想念她吗？
想念。当然
也必须要这样说，开玩笑。
Gorlei has been in charge of design here for nearly 2 years, and he's originally from Beijing.
雅万高铁啊，是东南亚第1单高速铁路，也是呢中国高铁啊全要素、全产业链、全系统这个走出去的第1单。
Despite that, local elements also play a huge role in making the train uniquely Indonesian.
设计方面，然后在这个动车组上呢，我们用的，譬如动车组，我们这个颜色和外形啊，选用了他们当地的一种传说的科摩多龙这么一种样式，然后呢，这个里头的座椅的那个装饰啊，座饰，也用了什么祥云彩图啊，就是这些，这是也是选择了当地的一些图案。
I wanted to know how Indonesia's constant seismic activity affected the building of the railway.
地质情况非常复杂，就是我们这条雅万高铁啊，是坐落在印尼的这个西爪哇岛上。这个爪哇岛整个的这个地层啊是火山岩地层，那么这个地质情况非常复杂，在建设过程中出现了就是在隧道啊、路基啊都出现了这个施工上的这个不可预见的一些因素，导致我们这个工程难度增加，工程风险也增大，所以呢，这也一定程度上影响了我们这个施工进度。
Mr. Gore and the team have organised for me to take a test ride on the new train tomorrow morning, which should be pretty exciting. For now, it's back to the city in another round of gridlocked traffic. After yet another hour's drive through hideous traffic, I've made it back again.
Okay, you guys, I'm about to hop on the brand new Jakarta to Bandung train, high-speed train. It goes 350 kilometers an hour, as you know. Now today is a special occasion. It's not open to the public yet, but residents here who have been inconvenienced by the building of the train get to register online and take a free ride. So let's check it out.
On the train, I met up with Tanoto Setchawan, a local reporter.
那么你是印尼本地人吗？
对，是的。
但你的中文怎么那么好？
没有，过奖。
While it's a positive first step, he firmly believes that Indonesia's high-speed railway will only be really valuable and truly worthwhile if it can continue all the way to Surabaya on the eastern side of Java.
应该，因为你这么短的145公里的话，不是太不划算了嘛？应该是沿到我们爪哇岛东部那边去延伸下来的，那个有800多公里了嘛，是吧？那个我看益处更多，
就值得做。
跨3-4个省啊，跨3-4个省，你这个只跨2个省嘛，雅加达专区省，一个是西爪哇省，就跨2个省而已。
我也希望。
同意。
This train will have to continue without me. I'm getting off early to meet up with some local railway workers who have agreed to meet me for a chat. Adi and Serena are locals who now work for the new high-speed rail line. Serena learned Mandarin in Taiwan and now works as a translator, acting as a bridge between Chinese and local staff. She's agreed to help me interview Adi.
Jadi Bapak silakan memperkenalkan diri.
Nama saya Adi Mulyadi, saya dari Padalarang asli sini. Saya bekerja di asal di terowongan dari sini sampai ke sini ke elektrik di sini di belajar. Ya alhamdulillah selama ini saya sedikit agak bertambah lebih baik.
Thank you so much.
Ya,
terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Terima kasih.
Finally, I arrived in Bandung, the capital city of West Java province and home to 2.4 million. The city's night markets are impressive, filled with delicious food and the energy of the city's youth. The next morning, it was time to experience local coffee. Coffee culture is strong in Indonesia, and I've decided to visit one of the local icons, Kopi Aroma. You can't buy this coffee anywhere but here. It's not even available online. Everyday locals and visitors alike line up to get their fix. Today, Kopi Aroma is run by Mr. Widya Pratama, the son of the man who opened the factory and store here in 1930. He offered to give me an exclusive tour.
Because the fire. After 8 years, yellow.
The coffee beans are first laid out in the sun to dry and then stored for years until the acidity is removed and they turn from green to yellow.
So, boss, I want to ask you, why is Indonesian coffee so good?
Yeah, because the acclaim.
Oh, the sun.
Not only the sun, the oil.
The climate makes it. Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah.
I can feel it. Oh, wow. This is a lot of coffee, you guys. Basically, I'm walking up a stairway made of coffee. Wow, this coffee needs to stay in here, stored for up to 8 years, 5 to 8 years, and only then can they take it out and roast it. I have never seen so much coffee before.
Yeah, finished.
This coffee roaster was brought from Germany more than 90 years ago, and it hasn't broken down or stopped production ever since. The coffee is then bagged and sold on the day, and once it runs out, it runs out. My last stop is the top of Tangkuban Perahu, a local volcano, to check out firsthand the seismic activity here that made building the high-speed railway such a challenge.
It's actually one of Indonesia's 127 currently active volcanoes. It might not look like much from here, but the last time this volcano significantly erupted was just 4 years ago in 2019. It's still a popular tourist attraction today, and it's quite safe because there's sensors all over this place. So as soon as volcanic activity increases, it'll be closed down. Beautiful place.
It's here, witnessing the raw energy of Mother Nature, that we can really appreciate the immense effort Chinese and Indonesian workers went through, building the first leg of their very first high-speed railway. What a feat. As for the future, I really hope Indonesia and China continue to work together, building the railway eastward to Surabaya, which I'm sure will make it much, much more useful and meaningful for the people of Indonesia.